What's up, nerds? Welcome to Drum Volta. Hey. Oh, yeah. First time I didn't get it too bad on my face on the beer opening, and today, as voted upon by you guys, and I vote a 4-1, we're running Warband again. We're running my new attempt at a Warband competitive list in the new meta where we didn't lose our rerolls in Overwatch. Woohoo! And yeah, and with me today, as always, is
Imperial IPAgent.
the Imperial IPAgent. And today, what are you going to be running?
Wrath of the Rock.
The Wrath of the Rock. Do me a favor, there's like 90 of you motherfuckers that keep watching these videos and not subscribing. Hit that like and subscribe. You nerds enjoy the battle report.
All right, guys, and the mission today on our new chapter-approved deck, thanks again, Games Workshop, for sending it out early. We'll have the real cards on Saturday. Hopefully my pre-orders comes in. Is going to be Supply Drop. Now, Supply Drop has changed. And just in that, the middle one is the one that stays till the end. So we'll roll for the one that disappears in the 4th and the 5th, but they're both out of the two sides. And besides that, it's exactly the same. Challenger cards, we forgot about them last game, but it didn't matter because no one was down 6 points at the start of either battle round. We'll see if we use them today. If anyone's down 6 points to start battle round, they get a Challenger card. Then we'll allow them to score a new category of objectives, I think up to 16 points. So it doesn't go into primary or secondary. It's its own Challenger points total, which is exciting.
Yeah, so we're doing a new detachment today. We're doing the Wrath of the Rock. We got a lot more infantry and bikes this time to take advantage of that attachment rule. Toughness is lower than the strength of the attack. You get -1 to wound. So we got a lot of infantry here, so you make use of that. Got some interesting strats. We got Hellblasters led by Azrael, 2 squads of DREADKNIGHTS, Protectors with Plasma Exterminators, Raven Command Squad with the enhancement to reroll the advance and charge roll with 3 Blackwing Knights, and then solo Invader ATV, 6 Inner Circle Companions with the Justicar, with the Ancient Weapons enhancement, Lionel Johnson himself, and that's what we got going for today.
Yeah, and I think this is probably the best rule set that's ever existed for the Lion. So we'll see how it goes. He can uppy downy. His uppy downy is the only one that's in your command phase also.
Command phase.
So you draw your secondaries before decide whether to do it or not, which is amazing.
It's gonna be cool.
And then for me, guys, this is my new per demand. I wanted to run my 30 Turbies, but only one person voted for it. So we'll do that at a later date. This is my new Warband list. I'm thinking about doing competitively. We'll get to this. We'll get over here when we talk about it over here. I know it's going to be controversial, but this is the most DREADKNIGHTS I've ever run, honestly, is 4. I've got 1 Grandmaster Blue Boy and then 3 normals. I'm not planning for this matchup, but just in general, the Grandmasters, I mean, in the tournaments, they do good. Sometimes they don't do anything. And I often find myself wanting that advance or fallback shoot and charge. So we got 3 normals and 1 Grandmaster today for the first time. Over here, we got just 15 Purifiers, low Purifier count. Crow with 10 with side cannons and a 5 to set him up. Kaldor and his 5 Termies, can't leave home without him. And then we've got some allies. We're doing an Inquisition. We're doing an Inquisition, boys. So we've got 10 Sanctifiers with the Priest. Now, I know you guys are saying that's crazy, but hear me out. They're going to scout. They're going to be my middle throwaway threat with a decent Overwatch, and they have enough punch for 1 good shooting activation combined with melee to take out a decent sized unit. They really do, especially with they get +1 to wound and sustained hits in melee. And that's not really important on them so much as the fact that him leading the squad gives it to him for his once per game of power up, which gives him strength 8, AP 1, 2 damage with 6 attacks with sustained hits and +1 to wound once per game. And then over here we've got our 10 Sisters of Battle. 2 of them are painted now, and running with an Immolator that Imperial IPAgent was nice enough to bring. So we're not proxying today, but we do still have some unpainted models on the board. So we'll be cutting the 5 good weapon people and put them inside here, and then 5 normal guys just sticking in the home. And that is the list. We'll get into the turn 1 roll-off in a sec.
I also have infiltrators and scouts. I forgot to put them up here.
And that's 2K.
Yeah.
All right, rolling for deployment. A 6. You deploy first, sir.
All right, guys, we are done with deployment. Again, we're playing new Supply Drop, where middle objective does not disappear for sure. It's a fight for the middle of the end for 15 points. And Imperial IPAgent, talk me through your deployment.
Well, first, I want to say I'm doing Cruiser Comfort's automatic.
Oh.
Because it's amazing. The
There you
best
go.
brewery in the best town.
It is. In the world.
In the whole world. So through my deployment, I started out with placing my bike squad here. You know, they move pretty quickly, so I figured this would be a good spot for them. You know, it's still safe. I'm a little worried about Dreadnought advancing shooting into them, so I kind of put them a little bit further back.
But I mean, they move what, 12?
They move 12, and they can advance
and charge, and they roll the advance, roll the charge. I mean, they're threatening that objective till they're dead. Yeah.
Yeah, so they're going to go in there. Then I put down my air soaking pans back here. You know, I figured I needed to screen out some more of the board back here, and this is a decent, you know, staging area. Hellblasters with Azrael. Showing about as far as I could just to prevent some deep strikes. And then I put my Deathwing Knights here to counter your Immolator. Here I put my Scouts so they can scout forward and hopefully block off and just sort of advance and disembarkation. And then I put the line here, and he's got lown out within 3 inches of any infantry, so he's pretty safe. And lastly, I put the infiltrators here to have their control the deep strike zone, because that's been a big problem with your army. He's like, I'm gonna go everywhere. So try to get rid of that, and then I have my bike here to hopefully do a secondary.
Yeah, interceptors or inceptors and one squad of DWK in deep strike. I am drinking today Dr. Robot's Monday by Monday Night Brewing because I am a berry lime sour myself. And for my deployment guys, I kind of just staged Kaldor here just because whatever, he's not going to stay there, but he might come out and deals with some stuff without popping his charge, then go up, then pop his charge. We'll see what happens. We put the Immolator here in range to 12-inch tap that, but he's going to try to move block me from that, so we'll see what happens there. We dropped all 3 normal NDKs on the board. One here, help this way. One here, push middle. One here that I dropped after Imperial IPAgent already put his like range threats on that half of the board, knowing that I could probably semi-reliably advance, shoot, and charge potentially on this objective at some point from this location and not worry about stuff moving like here to shoot me turn 1. In here, we put Crow in here after these guys were deployed because this is the Crow's ideal target for the game is to kill these guys so they can't get into fighting. We fight first via ranged attacks, anti-infantry attacks. We dropped, our bullshit battle sisters on home. We dropped to Sticky. We dropped 5-man Purifier back here just to do some more spacing. He does have that 6-inch deep strike that's going to come in at some point with the Inceptors. And then lastly, we dropped our Sanctifiers here. Now I would have liked to have been able to scout here. I can scout this way a little bit, but depending on who scouts first, he could shut down their scout entirely where they have to scout back into the building or scout that way. So I kind of want to go first to improve their scout chances. Otherwise, I mean, there's not that much that's going to be able to shoot them here turn 1, but they're made of paper. So if anything, even the scouts will probably kill half of them in 1 round of shooting. So it really is going to be who dies first, the scouts or the Sanctifiers. Yeah. So
fight for the chaff.
Yeah, the fight of the chaff is staged. And with that, I think and then my deep strike, I just have the GM and DK. These sisters are in that Immolator. And yeah, let's roll off before first turn. Let's roll for the objectives. All right, which one's disappearing in turn 4? I'll let you roll for it.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This one is disappearing first. That one's disappearing first. That disappears for 5. This one's gonna stay.
Yep.
And that's kind of, it's lined up because your stage to get there.
Yeah.
That's my natural expansion objective. I should try to hold it, but you got a lot staged. And now the turn 1 roll off. I think we both want to go first because who goes first? Scouts first. Who goes first controls the board. And you will scout first, sir. So we'll do scout moves and we'll come back in a sec. All right, guys. So scouts are done. We had a bit of a scout off with the whole thing with the scouts, right? If we scouted to move block them, I would have just flamer them when they then moved to complete the move block. So the move with the scouts, you want to talk about the move that you thought with the scouts?
Yeah, so we were thinking, we're talking it over. It'd be like, okay, if I do move them to move block, they have crazy insane of flamers. So they would just get overwatched and they'd all just be burned.
Yeah.
Same thing with they would just be killed. So we're gonna try for a 9-inch charge from behind the ruin.
Yep.
Which someone did to me at the tournament. I was like, oh, what? And they're like, yep, sucks. And then so we're gonna see if we can make that happen. If we do, they'll be fighting each other.
We'll see if they can all punch. I mean, they could punch them all to death. I could roll enough 5-up invols and then just kill you with the priest, but
I think it'd be fun.
It's the best
play. I got a chainsword.
We got a chainsword.
Cool.
I'm only T3 and I only have an invul save. That's a 5. So we'll see how many you can cut down before hopefully the priest still have to fight back.
Let's do it.
But besides that, it is turn 1 for the Dark Angels. And you go up to 2 CP and I go up to 1 CP. The rumors about the CP generation Negan leadership test were not
totally
true.
False.
Totally false.
Yeah, completely on. That's why you don't listen to rumors.
Don't listen to rumors. Don't listen to channels that have battle reports with unreleased rumors.
We were pretty accurate on the last video for the Tau stuff.
Yeah, we were pretty close. There's no lid on the marker lights, but draw your secondaries.
God. Area denial.
All right. Bike Boy.
That's a good one. Bike Boy.
We might even already be doing it with them.
And then Established Locus.
Established Locus. All right, Bike Boy.
Okay.
Bike Boy for maximum points.
Woo!
Great cards. Great doable cards. You're going to get 10 on primer. There's nothing I can do about it. Or secondary, there's nothing I can do about it. And all that's left is to move, and we'll come back after movement.
Yep.
All right, movement is done. Again, your cards were Arid Nile and Established Logos. First of all, what happened in the command phase?
So I picked the line up. He's forest walking, shadow myth, shadow realm, Mistwreath, forest walking, doing things. Moved the bikes up a little bit just so they can't get shot by any Dreadknight shenanigans over here. Had to remain stationary. Hope he didn't try to do a cool charge. Mr. ATV here getting me both those secondaries.
Yeah,
Pretty cash money to him.
Nothing I can do about it. 60
And
points,
then
about 10 points right
Just
there.
having those infiltrators just stay there with their bubble.
Yeah.
They're doing their thing.
Protect.
They're blocking it out.
Infiltrators protect.
That's their whole thing, why I brought them against you. So.
Yeah.
And then just move them up there, space them out a little bit more.
Yeah, we got the whole screen in the back, and these guys are in a little bit of a better position. The Hellfighters are in a little bit of a better position, although they're still a little stringy, but you have to string out to protect. Mm-hmm. And then Oath went on the Sanctifiers.
Yes.
And with that, he's doing Established Locus, and he's doing Arid Nile. I don't think there's any shooting. All we have is this fateful 9-inch charge from the Scouts. Can they do it?
That's it.
No. Do you want to spend one of your 2 CP to reroll that?
Yeah, definitely.
All right, round of 1.
Oh,
They're in there. Go ahead and surround the Sanctifiers, and we'll see how much you can pummel them. Fighting. The Oath of Moment. Scout combat.
Yes. What have you all been waiting for?
What we've all been waiting for our whole lives.
I'm pretty sure we just have some close combat weapons with most of them.
AP doesn't matter. You're still winning on 3, so you get them all together. I only have invulns.
Yeah, they're all strength 4.
Yeah, even the priest has a 4 invul, but he doesn't have a base save still. So.
Okay, so it doesn't matter. Really.
Yes.
Okay,
They all hit except for
cool.
1, and then winning on 3s.
That didn't
Not
really
gonna
do.
kill them all. How many?
No, I got 6.
6 5-up saves. And I've made 2 of them, so that'll be 1, 2, 3, 4 dead. We'll kill 4. So these 4 are dead. I do heal D3 in my command phase. And in that case, all I'm gonna do is move him up to here, and then she'll stay still in order not to do that. And we're gonna use our once per day power up on the priest, and we're gonna go ahead and do his priest combat. And that is gonna be 4 at AP2. AP1.
Nice.
Alright, damage 2. 2 are dead so far.
2 are dead. Okay.
Now, I'm not a psyker, I'm like a saint or whatever, right? I'm not a psyker, I'm a saint. Hitting on a 2 was sustained. It hits, no sustained. And it's strength 6, which would wound you on 3s. You minus it to 4s with +1 to wound back down to 3s. And it wounds it. This one is AP2. That's 3 damage. There's another one dead.
Ooh.
The assassins for power blades, Death Cult power blades, hitting on 2s was sustained. Just all hits. And then strength 4, so would be on 4s, back down to 3s, back up to 4s. And all 4 at AP2.
Oh, God.
These are 1 damage.
Okay.
So one guy might want to wound. And now we gotta do the other attack saves. You do have 3 base saves.
Force.
He's dead no matter what. Just got him. And then they'll stay right there because they can consolidate. And that's one thing about the Sanctifiers, guys. They're 140 points, the same price as an Armiger, but they're a nice little attack piece.
That was cool, at least,
Yeah, that was cool. I mean, what else? They were either going to do that or chill there.
What were they else going to do?
They had a chance. They had a chance. They made the charge. He rolled pretty poorly on the wound roll, and that's kind of what happened. And with that, you do get 10 points, and we will go into Grey Knight's turn 1, where I will decide pickups and come back in a second. We'll both be at 2 CP. We just picked up Kaldor and the 5-man purifiers. This whole side of the board is screened out. There's no way to do anything here. My kind of play that I'm thinking here is I'm going to res them, move them up to here, shoot that to death, try to charge them to get them out of the game. And then Kaldor is going to go ahead and go in turn 1 for his 9 down to a 6 into his bike, skunk them up. Because we don't, if I'm going to get on this objective, I need to protect this objective. And we got to be proactive about that. Because if I just move the Immolator onto there, the Immolator and the Citizen Side are both dead on that objective next turn. And then we left everything else on the ground. He's got more utility doing this than moving anywhere because of this 12-inch. He's got more utility, still staged for center. And then this guy, if he's probably going to be a spacing piece, but he can space without coming up. There's no reason to pick him up. So with that being said, we will draw our secondary cards. We draw Recover Assets. All right, I'm not going to be able to get Max, but we'll do something with it. And we draw Cleanse. Okay, I can work with these. So Recover Assets and Cleanse, I'll keep both. And we are going into Grey Knight's movement, turn 1. D3 of the 4 dead Sanctifiers come back to life for 1. All right, guys, so our cards were Cleanse and Recover Assets. We're going to go for a light Cleanse in order to kill more and to take some OC off the objectives here. So what we did was, we had picked up Kaldor and we had picked up those 5 Purifiers over here. Really, this Dread Knight's staying stage for that. These guys are good here. He's just chilling, big chilling here. These sisters rolled a 6 on their advance. They were able to space out without me leaving these staging areas, essentially. I dropped these purifiers here to overlap with this 6 to stage out all the way that way. It might be a little spot down here to just shoot purifiers, but whatever. This Dreadknight moved a little bit of an advance and just kind of shuffled to here to counter threats and things. The Immolator moved up to here. He's going to cleanse. The sisters popped out. They're going to recover assets. Any one of these guys that didn't advance, so we'll say these purifiers are going to recover assets. These guys healed their 1. They're moving up to here. They're all in the ruins, so we're going to shoot that to death and then charge this way. We'll see if it happens or not. And then we dropped Kaldor here for a glorious 9-inch charge to kill the very cool, very upgunned, very exciting detachment Blackwing Knights units before I can do anything again.
Very cool.
And yeah, we're gonna go into shooting. So we got a cleanse there. We got 2 recover assets, 1, 2 in 2 different zones. And we are gonna shoot everything from the Sanctifiers, popping both once per game flamers and overcharging the plasma gun into this thing right here. We'll go ahead and do the plasma gun first. 2 shots hitting on 4s, 2 hits, wounding you on 3s, 2 wounds, AP3.
Is it 3s?
Oh, it would be down to 4s because it's mounted, so 1. Just 1 wound. There we go, detachment. 2 damage. Yeah. And does he explode? He does. But not before he shoots his once per game flamer because it happens at the same time. So 2d6 flamers. I rolled 2 1s, so I'm going to use the once per game cherub reroll. So reroll one of these 1s. That's pretty much what he's there for. 2 1s kind of blows though. And on the second one, we roll a 2. So only 3 of those. Ooh, we're going to have to charge him, I think. 3 of those, and this is going to wound you on... It would be 3s, but down to 4s. Yeah, your army roll might keep him alive. Down to 4s. 1 wound at AP 1.
Saved it.
All right, and then 2 strength 5 flamers for 8 hits. 1, 2, 3 base saves.
Saved well.
Okay, and then just 2 hand flamers because everything else is dead. So just 2 hand flamers. Wow, hand flamers. It will be 1 base save. 1 damage down to 4. So we've already failed. What's his OC? 2. So yeah, if I didn't explode this guy, we'd have already had OCG, but now we have to charge you and make that work. So he's dead. And then critically, does that then leave me outside of engagement range at the start of the phase? Nah, we're still in 2, just barely. I didn't plan for that, but I got lucky there. And then we're gonna do this charge first. A 6 should do it. I don't have the priest power up anymore, so we'll see. They might not even kill him. It's kind of gonna be dubious. And then Kaldor's charge, a 9 down to a 6 once per game using the ability. And he rolls that, which turns into a 12. And now that turns into 12, so we'll move him and come back in a sec. And now, well, actually, you could even double tap this because you could heroic over there and use new stratagem over here if you want. That could be a play.
That's within 3 inches. This is within
because he's not Deathwing?
He's not Deathwing, yeah. That's
so you could reverse it. You could heroic here and then do that there. I'll let you do it there.
Yeah.
So
I only have 2 CP.
Do you want to use them both or no?
Yeah.
So we're gonna heroic here for 1 CP. Go ahead and roll that. Yeah. A 3 will not get them in.
Shoot.
And then you get that kind of blows. Yeah, 3's definitely not getting in. Let me check if they're within 4. If it's a true 4. Yeah, no, it's outside of 4. Damn, yes. if you rolled like a 5, you would have got in. And then you do it over. You want to say the other one and do it over there. What's the name?
Dude, it's called Leonine Aggression.
Roll it, and they're good.
Oh, okay.
That's 12. So you can surround them around the back. You can do whatever you want. We'll come back in a sec. All right, and this is where the Deathwing Knights have ended up. So you can't interrupt. We're just going to start over here because I don't know how much of my attacks there now. Because the bikes can fall back, shoot, and charge, but now it's like if I don't kill the Deathwing Knights, I'll probably survive the bikes maybe. So that's something to think about. We're going to pile in here. Boop, boop. And we will fight here with our now 6 Sanctifiers. So 5 Sanctifiers and a Priest. We'll do the Priest first. He only gets 3 attacks. He is hitting on 4s with sustained. And it's going to be 3 at AP 1. Nice. That's 2 damage. What are you down to?
Down to 3.
Down to 3. All right. Let's see if the little... I'm not a psyker.
He's not a hero.
I don't have the psychic keyword, but I have Burning Hands.
Not a mutant.
Not. Yeah, it's probably a mutant. Yeah. Hitting on a 2 with sustained. A sustained. And then strength 6, so it would be 2s back down to 3s. 1 wound at AP 2. That's 3 damage. Does he explode?
Absolutely burned. Does it?
Does he explode?
I don't think he explodes, no.
Alright, that's sad. And then with that, we will do a consolidate and come back. If I just kind of do a shuffle towards the center to be able to overwatch these homies over here. And then we are over to the Kaldor decision. Everything into the bikes. 6 attacks from Kaldor Draigo. It is only 3 wounds at AP 4 though.
AP 5.
1 dead bike, it's 3 damage. Then 20 attacks from the guys. So 3s back down to 4s, yeah. Oh, that really does matter. It really is mattering for this combat.
Yeah.
10 at AP2.
5 ups. 1
2,
kills the ancient. 1 kills
2,
another
and
one.
then takes 1 down to 1 wound. And then it's you just killing Kaldor Squad with everything that's over there. Guys, dang. This is a good play. That's good. That's pretty good.
Cool.
I fell for that trap card there.
Yeah, there we go.
So where do you want to go first? It's up to you.
We'll start with the command squad first.
All right.
So we only got 1 wound in AP2.
All right, a 4. I failed damage.
Just 1 damage.
All right, someone's down to 2 wounds over there.
All right, we got 6 attacks from his mastercrafted power weapon. All right. 4s. Wow, all wounded. Those are all AP2.
Over here. And you killed the guy that was on 2 wounds, so you've killed 1, and you've killed just 2 total.
I think that's the best the champion's ever done. Was
He's
kill
done
2
pretty good.
Terminators.
He's done pretty good.
That was pretty cool.
And then the knights can pile in and then fight
Knights.
again. 4s. 1's dead.
You got
Just 1's dead, yeah. So
that was a good info.
kill the guy with the side cannon back there, and then the ancient. That was a that too. I mean, look at that.
That impressive.
Why can't I roll like that in a tournament? And
Shoot.
then I want to roll that against you guys.
Okay.
And then
We got the great weapon then for giving. That's the last one left. We got 5 attacks with sustained 1. So you got 3 AP2.
Involves. And someone takes 2 damage. Put it on the ancient's got 1 wound left.
Got it.
And yeah, they did survive over there enough to gunk up. Although one of those bikes is coming back, so really I killed what 2 bikes. Yeah. So the gunking
I mean,
is
they're
good.
not going anywhere. for
Gunking is
turns,
good.
so-
You can fall back, and no, they can't fall back and charge. Only the bikes can fall back and charge.
Yeah.
So yeah,
We'll see.
They are gunked. They are gunked for
They're
sure.
gunked. They're
gunked.
They're quagmired.
And yeah, that's my turn. I score only 2 points on cleanse, and I do score 3 points on recover assets, down to 5. Which unfortunately, again, at the start of battle round 2, I do not get a challenger card. 1 point shy. I should have just not cleansed and then shut off the challenger mechanic. But anyway, we are now into turn 2. Yeah, it's your turn when you have 2 CP. And you get no points on primary because you're not on any no man's land objectives. And what are your cards going to be this time, sir?
We got
Cleanse. And Kaldor, nothing's eligible. Secure no man's land, so hold 2 and cleanse. All right, guys. Turn 2 movement is done, where we have for the Dark Angels cleanse and secure no man's land. Talk me through the movement phase.
So we fell back here. We're going to see if we can, spend a CP to charge back in, do some more wounds.
And what's the name of that stratagem right there?
That is Tactical Mastery.
Tactical Mastery, bring it down to 1 CP.
It's better for Ravenwing because they can then advance and charge.
They can
Or
fall back.
shoot, and charge, and all that stuff. We still have them spaced out here because there's nothing to shoot at yet. I still don't want to
Need
get
to
detract.
protect, yeah.
Need to protect my backfield. Forest walk the lion right here.
Force walking.
He's walking in there. Good staging area.
We did just think of like a little bit of like a, for doing the force walking, it actually costs you 2 turns of the command phase ability because he doesn't get it to do it when he comes back in either because it's past the command phase. So it is kind of like a, you got to give, if you want to get in position or use him for damage, you do that. If you up and down him, he's out for 2 turns as far as the aura.
We got our Deathwing Knights here for doing their cleanse. And then we have our Historic Companions just hanging out there. We're going to wait. They're nothing to hit right yet.
These guys stayed still. Talk us through why they stayed still.
So they stayed still because I didn't really want to get overwatched. I think that they can just shoot them and then charge them, do more damage shooting instead of getting overwatched first and then charging.
And then the max charge distance is a 5. So you could honestly kill me off in shooting. And then it's a 5. You have a CP to reroll it still.
Yeah.
So,
And we'll see what happens.
And then and that's the plan. We're cleansing here. We're doing that there. I'm gonna spend one of my 3 CPs down 2 CPs to rapid ingress big homie, and I'm gonna put him like essentially right here. If I can, this 12 might push me. So the 12 from you here. We're gonna measure the 12 and then come back and see what happens. All right, guys. So I did spend 1 CP on rapid ingress right here. I was trying to get closer to them, but this 12 pushed me back here, which is still fine because I can still move 8. Auto see this guy on objective, shoot at him. He could counter charge me. I might just charge him anyway. We do want to try to stop Imperial IPAgent from scoring this in turn 3 is the move there. So we did spin it for there. I am down to 2 CP from 3 CP. And we're into the shooting phase. What's going to happen first?
I'm going to start here. So their toughness 3.
Toughness 3.
So what I could do is I could use my stratagem plus 2 strength for any infantry Get up to strength 6 with my marks and bolt.
You could, but that's your CP for the CP reroll for the charge. The faithful 5-inch charge.
You know what? I think they can do it. Since they remain stationary, they're also heavy. So they're hitting on 2s.
And I'm oathed.
Rerolling.
I'm oathed. We're doing it. What's the name of that strat? What's the name of the strat?
Relics of the Dark Age.
Relics of the Dark Age. So now there's strength 6. Hit me with all those guns.
Alright, so we have 10 shots.
Oof.
Just like that.
Roll.
8.
So 8, so 2, 4. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Sanctifiers alive. And then 3 after that. So 5, looking for 5s first. And they're all dead. Great toss. And then this guy has a 4-up bowl. And he makes them all. So the priest is alive, and there's just one strength 5 flamer that I'm not gonna bother overwatching on the charge. So that worked out good for you.
Nice.
Inquisitor Chubbs is so tired of this infighting. Game after game, the infighting of the Imperium.
On to here.
The charge
is gonna charge back in.
So like an automate, yeah.
An 8.
And then the 5 here. Oh yeah. You can surround that motherfucker. Yep. And I should have probably staged the Dreadknight closer for heroic that threat because he had the movement. I just didn't think about doing it. So that's something for next time. Stage a heroic threat behind the Sanctifiers. And
you gotta scream.
Yeah. And then kill me.
Okay. So
I do have 2 CP interrupts, so obviously you'll fight into Kaldor first.
Yeah,
for
fight
sure.
him first. Close combat weapons. 3s are real. No, not real. 4. Just 3 AP2.
Oh, he's Gucci.
Dang.
Down to the Nightmaster.
Just one win.
1 invul.
Yeah.
Which I fail, and I think I will CP reroll with one of my CPs.
Yep.
And he fails still. He's dead. Wasting CP.
Right.
Oop. So it's just Kaldor and the Apothecary.
Yep.
And then over here, you can brutally murder me, or attempt to. I'm T3 with a 4 invul. 93 wound. Oh yeah, dead as fuck. And then you can consolidate them onto the objective.
Just to have a little bit more.
Yeah, a little 12 more. That's about as good as it gets.
That's good.
Yeah. And then Kaldor and the guy will fight the bikes because they're not killing anyone that is in the other squad. So 4 attacks from the guy first because you have a guy on a wound. To reroll. 2 at AP2. Another 2 damage. That kills the last of the normal Deathly Knight. 6 attacks from Kaldor on 2s rolling 1s. Kaldor Draigo won again. Only 1. He sucks this game. 1 at AP4. 1 invul. And we'll kill another guy you're choosing. The Ancient. So you got the guy and the Apothecary now.
That's how much damage is
3.
it? So he's down to 1.
Oh, he's down to 1. Oh, you
Down to
cheeky.
1.
You little.
Little cheeky.
Oh, you little cheeky guy.
Little cheeky 4 wound guy.
And then, the Deathly Knights can try to finish the job. The Apothecary is dead, and Kaldor is also dead. And that did it. You got him. Boop. And Kaldor's dead. I mean, it gunked you up 1 turn. I don't know if it was worth it. I really only killed 3 points. So, the points trades are heavy in your favor. You're right. Well, those guys are fully decked to the squad.
Oh, yeah.
So I killed 3 guys.
Yeah.
And that's it, though. I killed 3 bikes, which is 120 points, and I lost like 350 points.
The Black Grenades are 90 points.
90 points, yeah. So major trade up for you.
Yeah, for real.
And I believe that's your turn. You did get cleanse for 2 and secure for 5, up to 17 secondary. I will think about pickups and come back in a sec. All right, guys. So we picked up Crow's big unit. We picked up the 5 purifiers, and we picked up this guy right here. I'm probably going to use Crow and the 5 purifiers to reinforce this flank over here. And the idea here is he can move onto here just to already see them. And then I'm going to drop the other Dreadknight that was back here over kind of here. He can go and just try to kill as many of these Deathly Knights and shooting as I can before the inevitable reactive charge into me. So that's the plan, to deny here and take that. And then we're going to have to sacrifice one of these Dreadknights probably to get him off of this at this point. Or we could do it with the purifiers. We'll see how that movement goes. And we are going to draw our secondary cards for the turn, which are going to be Defend Stronghold and Assassination. Who are your characters? Definitely Knight Squad guy, yeah.
Here.
The Lion here. All right, guys, I thought about it, and we do need our 2 CP this turn, so we're going to keep both Assassination and Defend Stronghold, although Assassination is going to be kind of difficult to do. We do maybe have a path to it, and Defend Stronghold we'll just have to kind of hang a Dreadknight back there to keep on it. And with that, we are going to go into movement. I am going to score 5 points for holding this objective over here with my Immolator, up to 10 total points. I'm only down 7 points at the start of the turn, and we'll come into movement with the cards Assassination, Defend Stronghold, and come back. All right, guys, so Defend Stronghold, Assassination. To do Defend Stronghold, we had to kind of van the backfield, so we just really put as much OC as we could with all the sisters. They roll one, they advanced onto this. He's staying onto that. If the interceptors come in, they definitely can't kill everything. It's sticky anyway, so they can't get on it, so I should get Defend Stronghold that way. Over here, this guy moved up to here. This guy was in the teleport. He came down 9 here. The 12-inch bubble from there was like pushed out to here, so he was able to do that. We're trying to take this out. We already have 4 OC on this, which is more than you right now, even if you use your +1. Although you could counter charge, increase your OC, do some shenanigans there and try it that way. Over here, the sisters ended up moving this way. They're kind of like a last-ditch effort if I have to shoot and charge them off the objective. This is the most dubious play happening right now, but it's what I did. This guy just moved up to stage behind the sisters right here, kind of. And then over here is where magical things are trying to happen. The Immolator moved over here to try to get me assassinate by killing the bike squad. Then I dropped my 5-man purifiers here, put a little more OC on this, and was also still on this. And then also we then spend 1 CP down to 1 CP left on Hallowed Beacon to do the 6-inch drop here, still 12 outside of the infiltrators with Crow Squad. Now only the side cannons can see that way. So these guys can also kind of just shoot them. And the side cannons are going to be kind of like a last-ditch effort to take some last moves off the champion maybe, if the Immolator can't do it all himself. And then also we're going to charge those Deathwing Knights for 6, which we save our last CP for. And we probably need the CP reroll. We probably can't afford to CP reroll it because we're down to 1 CP, and we need to reroll wounds against them because of the -1 of wounds. So we're really seeing, and it's going to be damage 1 too. So we're really just throwing my entire army into these Deathwing Knights, trying to see if something sticks. I don't know, y'all. I don't know. And yeah, we're going to get into the shooting phase. My cards are Assassinate, Defend Strong. So let's start with an attempted assassination. We're going to shoot everything from the Immolator into the Deathwing Command Squad, the Ravenwing Command Squad. The Humble Heavy Bolter, hitting on 3s with sustained. 3 wounds at AP1, but you recover, so base hits.
Took 1.
2 damage. Kills him. All right. 100 killer missile on a 2. Hits on a 3 down to a 4. Or a 2, that's a 1, so it fails no matter what. Nice job, 100 killer missile. And then the twin length multi-melta, hitting on 3s. 1 hit, and then wounding on, it would be a 3 down to a 4, but re-rolling. 1 wound, it'll be under invul. Fail. And it'll be D6 damage because I'm outside melter range for 1 damage. And then critically now, they cannot have benefited cover. So we're going to go ahead and go to Crow's Brick, shooting all the side cannons and the purifying flame shots from the side cannons into those bikes. And then everything else, we'll count that afterwards and see what shots can do what are going to go into these guys right here. How many wounds on the guy that's wounded?
3.
3. All right, so we're going to try to plink him with a purifying flame first. So we have 2 attacks each from each guy there, so 8 attacks from the side cannon guys. And strength 4, so just wounding you on 5s here. 1 at AP1. Nope. All right, side cannons. 5 at AP1 and it ignores cover thanks to the Immolator alone, but 5. 2 apiece. It just kills the one guy, I think, right? They have 3 at base hit.
Yeah.
So it kills him, 2 damage. And then that's it. So I did not get assassinated. Everything else will count, and we'll see if we can all shoot this way. All right. So now we've got 12 purifying flame shots from Crow and 4 guys, and 10 Stormbolter shots all out of rapid fire range shooting to these guys. So the purifying flame first. 10 at AP1 more cover on the infiltrators.
4s. 3.
2.5.
6 at field of pain.
6 at field of pains. 1, just 1 flat. And then 10 Stormbolter shots. 7 base saves. I killed another guy and a half that time. And that might have cleverly taken the Inferno pistol out of range. Where is the tape measure? 6 inches. What do you think with your spotting eyes? Is the front one within 6 inches of you? This one. What do you think?
No.
I'm in there. So we're gonna use that one first. I would look at the profile.
That's how much I know how long 6 inches is.
Sisters shooting everything into them. All right, we're gonna do the bolt guns first because it has 1 wound left. So 4 shots from bolt guns, hitting you on 3s. And nothing there. Then we'll do the Inferno pistol, hitting on a 3. 1 wound. Let me check the AP. AP4.
Go straight through that.
Go straight through. Oh, go straight through, and it's gonna be D6, D3 plus 2 damage, D3 damage. So 3 damage for field. Oh, he only failed 1, but he's still dead. He's still dead.
Yeah, he wanted it.
The Inferno pistol is D3 with Melta 2, but Melta range on it is 2 inches. So 3 inches. So that's kind of hard to do. The Melta shots, they could see when to start. So the multi-Melta hitting on 4s. 1 hit. I will go ahead and use their Cherub, I think, to reroll this. Reroll this miss. That's their Cherub. 2 hits, wounding you on 3s. 1 that goes straight through for 6 damage. He's dead.
No.
And then just a melt a gun hitting on a 3. And it hits, and it wounds you on a 3 because of your rule, and it fails thanks to your rule.
Hey.
And that is their shooting. They failed to get you off machine. They'll have to charge in there and see what happens. And I think, oh, and then over here, back Dread Knight, everything to them.
Took 2.
So you killed 1 guy because it's 3 apiece down to 2 apiece kills 1 guy. For 7 hits. 1, 2, 3, 4 to AP 1 ignoring cover. Alright, that it just puts 2 damage on 1 guy because it's 1 damage apiece. Then the heavy side cannon Blue Boy, rinse and repeat everything to them. 3 rolling. Will be 3 at AP 2 ignoring cover.
Alright, 2 more
That's
kills.
1 more. Kills him and puts 2 wounds on another guy. And then his heavy incinerator 2d6. 2 more saves, AP 1 more cover. I got 1 more damage on him, so he's down to 1. And that's my shooting phase. I don't want to charge because of that, but I will go ahead and charge the sisters, I think.
Yeah.
I guess I'll charge. There is a world in where I don't charge over there, and I just let the Deathwing Knights try to shoot for the 10 purifiers. There is a world. So yeah, I'll do the sisters charge first. Yeah, it might be, but I'm still going to do it. This is a 6. It's less than a 7. Sisters charging the Infiltrator. A 6. They barely got just what they need. Let's double check to make sure I'm not cheating you.
Yeah, it was a 6
well,
earlier,
well
right?
over your base.
Yeah. I mean, he shot him at a 6, right?
Yeah, that's true. Well, but some of them died, you know what I'm saying? But yeah.
Yeah, true.
And then we'll do that 6 over there. We'll see if we can roll it out. I'm getting new dice. Those dice are kind of cold. And they're in on a 9, so we're going to do it. I wouldn't have CP rerolled over there, guys, but I am going to do it now that I know I can reroll my wounds. All right, guys, so we piled in. These guys, everyone was able to get in. They rolled a pretty big charge. They were 6 away, and they rolled a 9. And then I went and piled these guys in. I'm going to fight here first. This is the more exciting one, but these sisters really might not even kill this guy. So we'll see what happens. If one of them survives the ROC too, so I'll ROC you. So we're going to go for it. We're going to start with their power weapon. 1 hit. That's going to wound you on a 4. 1 wound, AP 2. So you're good. And then they're definitely not going to kill you now. 4 attacks hitting on 4s with close combat weapons. 2 hits and wounding you on 5s. And nothing. Go ahead and punch him back. Go ahead and punch him back.
Punch him.
Teeth
1 punch. 1 punch.
A 3-up power armor save. He's good. All right. Well, at least they're still just tied up over there. Over there, I'm swinging my last CP for Sanctified Killzone, of course. And we're gonna start things off. Probably is everyone full wounds over there, or what's the everything's damage? Everything's damage 1. It doesn't even matter. So we're just gonna start off with Crow. What can you do?
I will spend a CP for
Armor contempt, and that'll make you out of CP.
Yeah.
And actually, we'll save Crow because I don't know if I need to re-roll Crow for devs. So we'll start with the 18 attacks from the other guys. 4s. That's a pretty good roll, although it's going to be AP 1 and damage 1 with your stuff. 3, 6, 9 at AP 1 damage 1.
Dropped 3.
So someone is down to 1 wound over there.
Down to
All that's
1
happening
wound.
there. Ruh-roh. And then we will do the close combat attacks next. And they actually rolled. The close combat guys, I think, got more wounds through. 4, 8s. They got 1 less wound through the close combat guys. 8 base saves.
Yeah, killed him.
Did they kill him? Nice,
Killed him,
guys.
killed 1 guy.
Nice, guys. All right,
Yeah.
then it's just Crow. All devs but 1 that didn't wound, so it's my only reroll anyway. Okay, Crow. So yeah, just 4 sets of 1 damage dev. So you can just roll 4 and feel no pains because they're all 1 damage
Actually,
now.
so 4 ups.
4 ups. He causes 2 pains. He causes 2 pains. So I killed 1.5 Deathwing Knights with a full Crow brick doing that stuff.
That was
That was maybe.
I'm surprised they survived all that. I mean,
Honestly,
the shooting is pretty crazy.
The shooting's pretty crazy, but not everyone could shoot them, right? Only the side cannons, and I was trying to pop the bikes. I don't know. Maybe they should be, if I'm doing this kind of layout, I should do all melee with Crow in this one and just go for the melee punch and not worry about, trying to kill Marnius Calgar with him with the super punch and shooting. I don't know. Let me know in the comments what you think. I might swap that brick out for an all melee brick because I'm not doing like a super build, all purifier build where I have the melee brick also. And yeah, fight me back with those Deathwing Knights, with those 3 Deathwing Knights, one of them being the Night Master. Ooh, 4 are dead, so all the side cannons are dead. And then the Night Master. Come on, guys. All right, and then 2 damage each. 2 of the guys are dead.
So the halberds and the falchions used to be different.
They're all the same now. They're all enemies.
I know they're all the same now, but they used to be different.
They were different in 9th, way back in when they came out, and like 3rd and 4th, they were the same. So they've been the same at some points. They've been different. I like them being the same because then you can model without consequence.
Yeah.
Like
I
last.
don't see any falchions in here. Where are they?
I like the halberds. So
Falchions are
Halberds are the best though. Halberds are the best.
Halberds are cool. Don't get me wrong. I love
I liked the hammers being different because they were like anti-vehicle and cost more, but I would always want to use the halberds, and last edition swords were by far the best. So you just played like everything counts as a sword. And that's the turn.
Yeah.
That's the turn. And I did not get Assassinate. I'll ditch it because I love CP. Oh, there's a character over there. I'm gonna ditch it.
He's here.
I'm gonna ditch it. I love CP. I don't get stuck up with that. And Defense Stronghold's ongoing. I scored no secondary points. I'm at 2 points. You are at CP. Going into your turn 3, you're at 2 CP.
Yeah.
You are up on the score, sir. 17 to 10. You know what that means?
Challenge
Challenge
card.
card.
Yeah.
All right. So we both draw from the same challenge deck, so only one of us can get this challenge card. And it is dug in. At the end of my turn, for each objective marker I control, I get 1 extra VP. Or I can use, if I choose not to do that, I get Harbored Power, 0 CP War Gear Stratagem. It specifies a War Gear Stratagem. In my shooting phase or fight phase, 1 unit from my army that is not decided to fight this phase. Until the end of the phase, weapons get hazardous, but they get either lethals or sustained.
Oh.
I might be using that one, guys. That one sounds pretty fucking good. And again, unfortunately, you do get, again, 0 primary points, even though you're in the lead. Go ahead and try secondary missions.
We got
Behind
enemy
the lines. Okay, good thing you
Ooh.
saved the boys.
Yeah, save the Inceptors there. And then we got...
Recover assets. Also good for saving the Inceptors. Yeah, max recover assets is very nice. And then we're going to go into movement, and we're going to come back, and we'll talk about the command phase stuff when it happens. All right, so these knights have moved here. I'm going to spend 1 CP down to 1 CP to overwatch them with the Dread Knight, the blue Dread Knight. And I do still have my Warpbane Overwatch rerolls. They didn't take that away from us like it was rumored to. Flamer for only 2 hits, wounding on 3s down to 4s. 1 wound, AP 1, ignoring cover. He's good. And then the big gun, again, 3 hits, wounding on 2s down to 3s. Just 2 4-ups. All right, so we kill him and we put 2 damage on another guy. All right, so Imperial IPAgent, your cards were behind the lines to recover assets. The board is looking pretty aggressive.
Yeah.
What happened?
So we dropped our Inceptors back here to do behind enemy lines.
And recover assets.
And recover assets, that's right. We're recovering assets as well with my lone Deathwing champ or Ravenwing champion. Even I get it wrong. We did a roll of a 5 for the advance for our Hellblasters, so they moved pretty far up. We'll see what they're going to do. We fell back with our lone infiltrator.
Battle
He did a battle shot. He survived his death through escape. We remained stationary in this combat with our Deathwing Knights here. We suffered 1 casualty from an overwatch and a little bit of a wounds there. We did a roll of 5 for the advance there, so we got them pretty far up there. We moved at the line up there as well.
And then they spent a CP on Tactical Mastery, bringing you down to 1 CP remaining. And in command phase, we didn't cover it. The blue Dread Knight was the Oath of Moment target, and the Lion's doing his reroll orders of hits and wounds. So these both Dread Knights are probably dead over here, to be honest. And yeah, you're kind of going for a kill shot here.
Yeah.
You're going for killing both these Dread Knights,
Mm-hmm.
and then there's some options to taking the middle with a charge here, and then potentially attempting to shoot both the Immolator and the Purgation unit or the Purifier unit over there to death with this squad. So we're in your shooting phase, and now is your decision time. How risky are we going to play this? How big of a kill shot are we going for?
We'll see.
Let's see.
Yeah.
What's going to happen first?
Okay. We're going to spend a CP for whatever weapons the Dark Ages is now, buff their strength up to 10, and then split fire to victory and try and kill these guys here.
Yep, we got 5 Hellblasters going in, and Azrael going into the Purifiers. 5 of the Hellblasters couldn't see the Purifiers in anyway, so the max we could have put in the Purifiers is 5 Hellblasters. We're doing it, and we're going 5 Hellblasters into the Immolator. Yeah. And I have to decide here whether to pop smoke or not. What are you hitting on, 3s or 4s?
I'm hitting on 3s.
Hitting on 3s. I will pop smoke on the Immolator. Down to 0 CP, popping smoke on the Immolator. And I'm not going to reroll my wounds in combat over there. We're just going to take it. So we're popping smoke on the Immolator.
Alright, so these are the 5 shooting at the Immolator.
6. I am going to cover from smoke, so it would be 5s. And I passed 2 of them, so I take 2, 4, 6, 8 damage. I'm down to 3 wounds on this Immolator. 5, and Azrael into the boys. 1, 2, 3. There's 1 Purifier alive. I roll a 1, so he's dead. So you did pretty good for us. I still think that was right.
83, yeah.
I still think that was the right play because I'm gonna have to pay to pass that battle shot.
Yeah.
And yeah, but now though, if they fail their charge, if we are measure guys as a 6, the risky business will not come to fruition. But it was a good play. I mean, I'm running out of units fast.
Close.
I'm running out of units fast. It was close. It was only because of the smoke that I passed those 5. I love that emulator, guys. It's like the only toughness 10 thing we have. You know, it's it's nice.
It's the toughest thing we have.
The Lion's on the limit.
Lion can shoot.
You want to shoot the blue one to be sure?
I mean, because he's got 13 wounds.
13. You think you need
It's tough because I need to
you
get
plink?
4.
You need to get a plinky plink. All right.
It'd be nice to get a little plink.
Going for a plinky plink. That Dark Age though. Oof, that's so good on that.
Yeah, that was cool.
Yeah.
I mean, that was exciting because when I saw that, it reminds me when we get +1 to damage.
Yeah.
That would be crazy.
Yeah.
I'm going to shoot him with the plasma.
All right.
2 shots.
This guy with Armor Luminous.
You got 1 at AP3.
An Imbull, and I passed on 6.
Yeah. Okay. That's it. That's all the charge race.
I think we're into the charge phase.
Charge
You guys
phase.
were covering assets with the Nightmaster, or what is he? He's not. He's a Knight Champion.
Yeah.
Champion.
Raven Wing Champion.
And then with the Inceptors back here. And yeah, the charge phase. So do you want to go for the 6?
The
The
6.
sisters. Oh, they love it. The 7. So yeah, it's working out. It's working out. And then the Lion first, I guess, into just blue.
Yeah.
That'll do it. We probably would want to keep him just right here because get back to the middle. And then these guys multi-charging.
Yeah.
That'll do it. So the Lion cannot probably pile into this, so you do want to fight the Lion first and the blue guy to see if he can do it all himself.
8 attacks. Only 3. It's not going to kill him.
3.
Yeah.
This is the Lion?
Yeah.
Oh wow, he really flubbed that. I don't know if I caught that roll. I was kind of looking away, but goddamn, what a roll. Holy shit. Fail 1 damage, 4 damage. I'm down to 9 on him. God damn the Lion.
No.
So now we split fire these guys. Everyone could fight into blue. I know the Judiciary wants to fight into blue anyway, so you could put 3 into red, Judiciary, and 3 into blue, or you could put as many into blue. The max that can go into red, who aren't the Judiciary, is 3.
I mean, wonder if he can kill him just himself. He's got 9 wounds left.
9 wounds. How risky are we being? Yeah, do you want to put, you could even go just say 2 in there, and then Judiciary and 4 in here to be a little more safe. Let's do that. Judiciary and 4 in blue, 2 into red.
Alright, so we got the Judiciary's attacks, got 5
Now he's going to do
attacks.
it all himself. Watch it. Yeah.
Watch that. Okay, so he's got all hit, wounding on 3s now.
I think it's a reroll because I'm a character, right?
No.
No, he doesn't get that?
No, I just get 3 wounds.
Alright,
AP 3.
Alright, involves. And I fail all of the damage.
It's 3 each.
Yeah,
Just
he did it all himself.
Yeah, good for him.
And then he does not explode, and you have 2 guys fighting the red one. Yep.
So you only just got 1.
AP?
AP2.
A 4, a pass. So yeah, I mean,
I don't think, even if I put all the rest of this in
I mean,
there,
you could put 1 more guy in there because the Lion didn't kill him.
I mean, that's what 2 did. It
Yeah.
did nothing.
Yeah,
so.
if the Lion did it, then all of them could have gone into here is what the move would have been. So if the Lion had not...
I'm okay with that. That's kind of what I expected. I really
Yeah.
only expected them to kill 1.
Yeah, and they did
Because
it.
they have a 50% chance of really killing him. So.
Yeah, so you need to put 2 units to kind of guarantee the 1.
Exactly. Yeah.
And then these guys trying to see if they have enough attacks to kill all the sisters.
Sisters.
Oh, there, 1 sister is dead.
Okay. Nightmaster coming in hot. Okay. 2 devs.
2 dead, so 2 more dead.
But that doesn't do
It
it.
doesn't do it, no.
No,
And
no.
we have 4 OC on that objective now, yeah. With a 6 up leadership because the Simacrum is still there. We'll go ahead and attack there. 2 attacks hitting on 4s. Even though I'm technically gonna fight here first, guys, because obviously I would fight there first. But we're just gonna knock this out. We'll do it right. I don't want people in the comments talking shit. So over there, the Purifier's gonna fight. I didn't save any CP for Sanctified Killzone here because I smoked them and let it keep it alive, which ended up working to my favor, I think.
They sure did.
So we've got 3, 6, 9, 12 attacks from the boys. Hit you on 2s, rerolling. And this is another part of why I like the 10s, guys. When they get down to this many guys, they're so strong.
Hit and wound.
They get +1 to hit if they're below full strength, and +1 to wound if they're below half strength.
So they have like the Howlin' Martyrs.
Yeah, rule
Attachment.
on their data sheet. Yeah,
Okay, that's pretty cool.
it's nice. Yeah, that's what makes them different from strike squads mainly.
Yeah.
Besides all this
The
attachment stuff.
purifiers.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
So they do have 6 at AP2.
4 of them.
4 of them. So just kills 1 fully healthy guy. And puts a couple on another. All right, Crow himself, 5 attacks. 2s, reroll and hits him. 3s, 6s are deads. Just 1 this time. Although he rolled like 5 6s last time, so
What's the
AP2 still.
Okay.
1 more damage after your stuff. All right, now they can clap back into me. See how many more they kill.
All right. Hopefully it goes a little better this time.
You could wipe it, or at least get down to Crow.
That's more like it.
Right on the squad.
6 AP2.
6 at AP2 for 4s. 1, 2, 3, 4. All the purifiers are dead, and Crow uses his damage blank.
Okay.
So Crow's alive with no damage blank.
We got the Night Master. So we got 2 sustained there. Just 5 invuls, yeah.
5 invuls. He takes 4 damage. He's got 1 wound remaining. So yeah, the gunkening over there. I mean, it took all of my army, but I have gunked you up the whole game over there so far.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
Stop
that's
your
pretty
push.
good. I mean,
That's pretty good. I mean, the points trade, maybe not as good. This guy's off the base dead now. But the gunkening has occurred, and it just took Kaldor 5 Terminator, Crow, and 10 Purifiers to do it.
They are the most gunkable unit. So that's how you do it.
And then over here now, the sister with this power sword.
Yeah.
We'll have 2 attacks hitting on 4s, no hits, and then 1 close combat attack, which hits, and then does wound, base save. You're good. And then 5 attacks from this Dread Knight. I did at the start of the fight phase control the no man's land, so he's getting full rerolls here, hitting on 3s, rerolling, wounding you on 2s down to 3s, strength 14. It will be 4 at AP 3.
6 ups.
All right, how many ones apiece do they have?
I have 3 each.
I roll 1 at a time. So the first one kills the guy. The second one kills the guy. The third one kills the guy. And the fourth one kills the guy. 4 dead. ICC. All right, the board. I mean, I still have 3 Dread Knights left. Is kind of what's it going to come down to, right?
Mm-hmm.
So can my 3 Dread Knights win the day here? What a brutal game. What a good game. What a back and forth game so far.
Yeah, really good.
Oh, I could have used my fucking sustained or lethal thing. Whatever. We didn't need it. We should have used it over there, guys, but we didn't do it. Because we should use.
You killed him.
Yeah, but we should have done. No, it's okay. Just keep it because I'll do the points one instead.
All right.
But it would have been cool if I had done a lethal over there and then re-rolled and fished for lethals for
That
sure.
would have been
That would have been way cooler. But
Yeah.
oh well, guys, challenge missions. Remember to do them. And then yeah, that's your turn. You score recover assets for 3 points and behind me lines for 3 points. Adding 6 more secondary, making your secondary total 23. For pickups, I do score my defense stronghold now, wherever that went, for 3 points. Bring my secondary total up to 8. And my turn 3, I'll be at 1 CP. You'll be at 1 CP. I don't think I'm picking anything up. Yeah, nothing's coming off the board, y'all. And I will draw my secondary cards, which are going to be engage in all fronts. Doable, because now that you get points for 2. And then we draw Storm Hostile Objective. Okay, great cards from you, great cards. On top of that, we also will be scoring the Challenger mission for 1 point apiece. And for just holding objectives. So we're gonna keep those cards. We're gonna spend our CP to auto pass the Battle Shock on the Immolator. And then we're gonna roll the 6-up Battle Shock thanks to the Smacrum Imperialis on the girls. And they roll it on an 8. So it is turn 3, which I believe still just gets me, 5 points apiece. That's gonna be 10 more primary up to 15 primary. Or what's their OC apiece?
1.
You could spend your CP here to in my command phase to increase their OC and tie me up and deny
I thought
5
you had
points.
6 though.
No, they're 2 piece.
I thought the simulacrum, like you said,
It's
something
plus
about-
1 leadership.
Oh, it was
So they
leadership.
passed a battle shot, but now deny me 5 points, pay 1 CP. What's the name of that stratagem?
Yeah.
I have more OC now.
No, look at me. Lion's Will.
The Lion's Will. You are out of CP, and I do not get those 5 points, so I'm only at a total of 10 primary.
That's cool.
Good strategy. This
People were
attachment.
dogging on them.
That was a good strat. That
was cool.
That one's like the guard strat where you order them extra
Yeah.
OC in your opponent's command phase. That one's great. And yeah, we go into my movement phase and come back in a sec. Alright guys, so again, the cards were engage in all fronts and storm hostile objective. Crow passes Battle Shock, fell back over there out of line of sight of these guys so he can't get overwatched. He's going to score me engaged in that corner. The Immolator was able to stay still. He's below that, but he's fully on that half of the halfway point and more than 6 away from the center, get that table quarter. Both these Dread Knights, this one needed a 5 on his advance, got to there. This one actually also rolled a 5 on advance, but his move blocked up to there. They moved to here. They've already stormed the hostile objective. They're going to be able, actually, you didn't control it, so that's not storm hostile objective. I would have to storm this one because we're tied up there. So storm, I'm probably not going to score because I don't see a path to doing this. So storm will be CP. They're going to try to shoot these guys to death essentially and then charge and kill the DREADKNIGHTS. These guys did a bait, fall back over to there. And then this guy, fall back eventually and charges, fell back to there, going to shoot this way. Not going to charge the lion, just going to exist another turn. And with that, we're going to go ahead and start the shooting proceeding, where the first thing that's going to happen is that this guy is going to shoot the Judiciary Squad. 2 at AP2 and more cover on the ICC. All right, 3 damage apiece. So 2, it's just the Judiciary now.
Just Judiciary left.
Here, unless I roll big here. 8 might do it. 5 at AP1, ignoring cover. Now he's alive. He takes 2 damage. What's he at?
So 2 left.
2 left. Moving over to here. We're going to shoot this thing, everything, this Dread Knight, everything the Hellblasters. Blaze Flamer, 2d6 for 5 hits. See, this Hell Blast is going to survive and potentially win you the game. 3's down to 4s. You do have 3 at AP1 more cover.
4s. Took
2, so 1's dead. And then the other Dread Knight shooting at the end of them. 3 at AP2 more cover on them. Dead. 1 more's dead. Oof. Yeah, see? They're just going to have enough to punch. 2d6 for 6 4s. You do have 3 more saves at AP1 more cover. That 1 more dead, yeah. In that case, the Immolator I wanted to use to shoot those Deathwing Knights over there. I'm not sure that's still pertinent. Yeah, the Immolator's going to shoot the Hellblasters. 3s with sustained. 4s. 1 takes 2 damage and he dies. Then the Twinling Multi-Melt to 3s. 1 hit on a 3 rolling. 1 wound, AP4, so 1 roll. You're good. Yeah, that's still a nasty little unit there. And that's my shooting phase. We're on to charges, where the White Dread Knight will charge the Deathwing Knights, and he's going to be in there. And then the Red Dread Knight will charge the Deathwing Knights, and he's going to be in there. And yeah, we're just going to go ahead and fight the fight. So we'll go White Dread Knight first into them. Dread Knight into the guys. The Deathwing Knights, 3 misses. That turn into 3 hits, and then we're going to go on 2s down to 3s. And it will be 4 invuls. Oh, we failed 3 of them? All right, d6 plus 1 apiece, so 1 just kills the guy. And then 3, he takes, it would be 3d6 plus 1 but each, but it's 3d6 essentially. And it'll kill him 3, 4, 5, 6 damage. That is my entire turn. I will score 2 points for having presence in 3 table quarters on engaged on all fronts, and I will score 3 points on the Challenger mission for holding my home and both these melee man's lit objectives. Give me 2 more points on secondary, up to 10 secondary, and I might need these Challenger points anyways, guys, because now I have just 20 total points. And 3 points on the Challenger mission card, tying us before your turn at 23. So yeah, you're in a good position still, because I'm tied before you score. Going into turn 4, this objective immediately disappears. You do not score it. And we are tied still, 0 primary for you. You have scored 0 primary in this game, but we'll see what happens at the end of the game. And
it's all about the end of the game in this.
It's all about the end of the game in this one. And what are your secondaries? Turn 4 secondaries.
Sabotage.
Bring it down. So bring it down is just 4 points for killing any Dread Knight, and Sabotage, you can probably max it out with those guys back there, and I'd have to divert a Dread Knight to kill him, which is not awful for this point in the game. We're both up to 2 CP. You still have Azrael alive, and I did discard Storm Hostile objective. Is that guy battle shocked again? No. Nope. And is the lone infiltrator still battle shocked or not?
Yes.
Yes. He's very scared.
He's
seen too much.
He's like, no. It's like, help! My heal's
the 12-inch bubble didn't work. The 12-inch bubble didn't work.
They're around me.
Are you going to keep Sabotage is the question.
Yeah,
you do have 2 CP.
I can definitely score that.
You can score it at 6 points, I think, unless I stop it.
That's good.
Yeah, at 6 points unless I stop it, so it's pretty nice.
I'll sabotage them instead of just scoring them points.
And then, yeah, we'll just go into movement and come back in a sec for Sabotage and bring it down. Before that, we're tied 23-23. Alright guys, these Deathwing Knights have moved up. I'm going to spend 1 CP to overwatch them with the Red Dread Knight. I am down to exactly 1 CP, 2d6. Pop him and do damage somewhere else. Rerolling. Those 2s. And that will do 2 damage to that guy that took the wound, so he's down to 1 wound.
So this is what we got for the movement. We moved them up, moved him up here. He remained stationary. Moved them up normally. Lions here, Jishu's there. They're doing sabotage. That's it. We see what's gonna happen.
Boom, boom. What was your other card? Bring it down. So you
gotta bring this down. Let's start shooting the Dread Knight.
You want to shoot? You just want to shoot the cursor with the sisters, just to do that.
Yeah, let's do that first.
Yeah. A 3. You killed a sister. Congratulations. You should feel horrible about yourself. You killed this from Acum Imperialis.
That's right. You're not Howley. I still think I think of grenades at this. Oh, okay. I'll grenades.
Your grenades in them for 1 CP. You're down to 1 CP with the Hell Blasters. And what do they roll? 66. You got them. Does he explode? Nope. Goodbye, Immolator. You do good work. I like you. You're a good guy.
That's cool. Hell Blasters all into him.
All into White Dread Knight. That would make the
I guess
Lion's
you could
charge hard potentially.
if I do kill it. Okay,
Yeah, we'll let you go ahead and move oath if you want. You want to oath? Which one do you want to oath? Are you shooting or charging?
It'd be better to oath him if I'm shooting everything into him.
Okay.
So let's do that.
All right, oathing the red Dread Knight, and are you gonna spin for Weapons of the Dark Age or whatever?
Yeah. On 10s.
Weapons of the Dark
So
Age.
supercharging, so we got.
And is Azrael the same damage?
It's also 2 damage.
It's 2 damage, so I'll take the 6 damage here, and I'll be down to 7 wounds remaining. Pass that one. You got the lion could try to shoot him, the back one.
Yeah, he'll shoot at him.
Lion. 1 invul. Failed damage here?
2.
2, I'll take it. Down to 5.
Yeah.
Pass both those. And then supercharge on the Hellblasters and on Wilhelm.
Right. One can do it.
One can die. Does he shoot again?
On a 3.
Yes. And he shoots at the same guy. At the moment, if you want to fish or you want to take it.
I'll keep it, I guess.
Alright, and then. Nope. And get that Hellblaster out of here. Oh. And then Hazardous on the bike boy. He's good. And yeah, we're on to the charge phase. Charge. So does Azra want to try multi-charge the red Dread Knight and the sister?
Yeah, but it's kind of have to, right?
Yeah, I think you have to. Otherwise, well, they fall back, shoot, and charge. They do fall back, shoot, and charge. But I mean, you might.
I'll just multi-charge. I don't think it matters.
That'll do it.
Yeah.
In charge of the sister, do it. That'll do it.
Or he'll
Yeah.
fight.
And then, do you want to charge backwards in the Crow? I mean, just lose his movement at this point. Crow's gonna live, baby.
I don't want him to live. Fuck you.
He's gonna live, bro.
Fuck you.
He's gonna live.
Charging you.
All right, what do you get? Here and there. And then lion into white is an auto. You go and roll and see what you can do with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's in there. You can go all the way to here if you like, which you might as well.
Yeah.
And then Judiciary into this. But do you want to do this?
I mean, we can try charging here.
Be a 10 there.
10 versus
A 1.
A 1. Yeah.
But he's just gonna die here.
You know, honestly,
He might not die. He might. I mean, if you can
honestly, I
time up.
want to see if we can do it. Just him.
Just a 10? Or
No, it's just him.
just him?
Yeah.
You can do this.
Yeah.
All right, man. You're gonna fight first everywhere. I have 1 CP, which is good for nothing as far as fighting first. So up to you.
Do this one first.
And the Crow.
My master is
4 of them.
4, yeah.
All right, invols. I failed, but I blinked that damage for the turn. He would be alive, but we roll in the tray here. He's good.
That's insane. Damn, just telling. Okay. The
infiltrator trying to kill the 1 sister, so everyone else fighting Dread Knight.
Kill him.
It's T3.
Nothing.
Nothing. Wow. So now you have to do 1 into the sister and 1, 2, 3, 4, and Azrael into the Dread Knight.
All right, this isn't the sister.
Yeah.
3.
That infiltrator, dude, he's just so shook. He's so shook.
You should.
The sister's fine. Yes! No!
This is not going well. Yeah, the rest of the dudes.
You got 3 dudes into or you know you have 1, 2, 3, 4 dudes into the homie.
4 dudes. The big boy.
He is oath. They're gonna fish. I failed 1. He is down to 4 wounds, right for an Azraeling. Can he do it?
6.
He passes the invul. He's got 1 wound. 13.
13, baby.
13.
That's why you shoot always grenades at those guys.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you did kill the immolator.
Yeah, I killed the
But
emulator.
you probably could have taken the immolator with the charges. And then the lion or the judiciary. Who wants to fight first? You want to save the lion for last, or you want to go ahead and do it?
To Judiciary.
Judiciary.
He's got 5 attacks.
Which I failed, so he's down to 10. And then the lion.
Boy. 3 wounds again.
3 wounds. Invols for him. Oh, he's good. Damn.
Damn, son.
Damn, son.
Type shit right there.
Was the math better on the sweep when you looked at it, or no? The math was better on the strike still.
Still better on the strike.
Yeah.
Because you're winning with 3s.
I'm just involing it. So I'll start fighting back with Crow first. We're gonna kill all those guys. 5 attacks. He's not a purifier, so he cannot. He's not rerolling hits and wounds here. So just hitting on 2s, rerolling 1s. And then wounding you on 5s or 4s, and then 6s or devs. 1 save and 1 dev. So the dev will kill a guy, and then just 1 save. So it just kills the 1 wound guy. And then we're still in combat over there. Red Dreadknight into the Hellblasters. 5 attacks, hitting on 4s now, rerolling 1s. 1 wound on them at AP on their invul, AP3. He's good. And then the white one into the Lion on 3s, rerolling 1s. And then wounding you on 3s down to 4s. 3 of invuls on the Lion. Fails 1, d6 plus 1 damage for 4 damage.
That's 6 wounds.
Alright, and then this guy can kill a Judiciary, 3 rerolling 1s. This guy has only 1 invul save.
What's the AP? Is it minimal?
AP3. He's dead. D6 plus 1, which is minimum 2, so that does kill the Judiciary. Alright. And then I have a decision. Let's talk about what you scored first. So you did score behind, bring it down for 4 points. And then Sabotage is ongoing. Bring it to 27 secondary. Now, the line, what's the on the line? 4, yeah. So, dude, I'm not going to score any primary this turn, which means this is already pretty much gone, essentially, for everything that matters. Boop. And then decision point is, do I pick this guy up to try and kill those guys to stop Sabotage? 6 points on secondary would be pretty rough at this point, but they're toughness 6, and they have a ton of wounds. And would put me out of position for this guy to work in the middle. I think we have to just play for the 15 points at the end. So we're going to leave everything on the board once more. And we're going to go into turn 4 for the Grenades, where I'm at the 2 CP. And you, sir, are going to be at 1 CP. And we are going to draw from our secondary deck. No prisoners, kill units. And extend battle lines, hold home, and 1 away. So that could have extended over there, but there's no way to get to it because I didn't pick up. So we are going to just get into movement, where we're going to move essentially 3 Dreadknights and come back in a sec. Sister survived to block the Overwatch while these guys fell back because they fell back shooting charge. He passes Battle Shock, but then she failed her Desperate Escape test on a 2 and died trying to get out of the cluster space marines. We did a lot of work this game, sister.
It's for the martyrdom.
For the martyrdom. And then, yeah, guys, this is where we ended up. So the first thing we're going to do is the 3 sisters with bolt guns that can see are going to shoot into the Hellblasters.
Jeez.
Nope. Good. And then Red Dreadknight shooting, this Red Dreadknight shooting everything with Hellblasters. And it is going to be 3 on them at AP2 going cover.
4s.
2 dead. Do they shoot?
1 does.
1 does. Well, let me do the flamer first, then you can shoot.
It's at the end of your...
So 9 hits. You do have 1, 2, 3, 4 at AP1, ignoring cover.
4.
1 takes a wound. And then that guy can shoot back at the 1 wound Dreadknight. Alright, so I like it.
4 APs.
He's fine.
What the...
Oh!
At least let them die in
And
honor!
how many wounds does the Lion have? He's got 6 wounds left.
6, yeah.
White Dreadknight, everything into the Lion, I think, is the play. Well, yeah, we're gonna shoot everything in the Lion. We probably should shoot everything in the Lion, but we're gonna shoot Red Dreadknight in the Lion, hitting on 3s rolling 1s. Give me 1 Lion invul. He's good. 2d6 flamers into him for 11 hits, 5s, just some 5s having fun. And we get 3 of them at AP1, so 3 more 3 up invulls. Takes 2 total damage. He's down to 3. All right, now I'm very, very tempted to pop. Does he have a Watcher or no? He doesn't have a Watcher, right? We're just gonna shoot.
He has to use the ability.
Yeah, and he's using his wound reroll thing.
Which, yeah.
We're just gonna shoot everything from this guy into him. All right, we're gonna start with the Flamer because that did the work a lot. Did the business last time for 6 hits. For 2 or 3 at AP1 and recover. He takes 2 damage down to 1 for a heavy side cannon. 6 shots on 3s rolling 1s from the White Dreadknight. And then on 3s down to 4s. And it is going to be 3 more invul saves. And that'll get him. You have a CP to roll it.
What else am I use it for?
Yeah. Reroll, CP reroll for the 3. And he's still dead. Does he explode?
He doesn't explode.
I'm sure he does. Check his detective data.
He doesn't explode.
He's a Primar.
Why would he explode?
He's a Primar.
What?
He's a monster.
He's not a fucking
He's a
assassin.
monster. He's a monster. Monsters explode.
Okay.
I'm sure he
He
explodes.
does not explode.
He explodes. What's the deadly demise?
He doesn't explode.
Fine.
Doesn't.
Fine.
Why would he explode?
Fine.
Name one primate that explodes when they die.
All of them should explode. They're monsters. Name one monster that doesn't explode.
These guys.
Yeah. And then that is that. So we're going to charge the 1 wound Dread Knight in. That'll do it. And then he is going to spend a CP to tank shock you. And you can pop your Watcher. And nothing. 0 on the tank shock. So if you had survived that and I rolled that against the lion, he would have won the tank shock. Yeah. White one's going to charge in. He's going to be on a 4. And then this guy cannot make a charge. So that is going to be that. And we are going to go with the red one first. 5 attacks. 2 imbles. 1 is squished. And then the other guy, re-rolling, and then 2's down to 3's. 2 more imbles. And 2 more squished. And then do they shoot their pistols on death?
Let's check.
They can. And they would shoot their plasma
The
pistols.
one has a plasma pistol. Each time it's destroyed.
Yeah.
Yeah, they can shoot. Okay. So we got.
But do they?
I mean,
3 hits.
I gotta make sure. I had 2 left. So
Yeah.
this is for the normal one.
Nope.
This is for the plasma pistol.
Yes.
Okay.
And this is a 1 wound Dread Knight.
Supercharge into.
Nope.
Oh.
And then we will.
He's oathed though, right? Still.
I'm still oath. Yeah, reroll the hit. It doesn't win. Nope.
Okay.
And then Azrael's attacks. Where's he going? And I'm dead. Do I explode? No. All right. That is my turn. Your sabotage completes for 6 points, bringing your secondary total up to 33. My extend battle line scores for 4 points, bring my secondary total to 14. And then my no prisoners scores for 4 points for killing the lion and killing the hellblasters, up to 18 secondary, making our total going in to turn 5. You have 33 points, all secondary, and I have 28 plus 3, 31 points, split across multiple categories. But you do not control the pivotal objective for the 15 points. So draw your secondaries and let's see what you can do. Here.
I already played a game and I scored no crime.
Assassinate and still be in it too.
Still be in it.
Assassinate
yeah,
and overwhelming force. So all of my characters, Crow, you have to kill Crow for assassinate. Doable, very doable. Very doable. Oh, we didn't do that combat. You would fight first over there. Go ahead and do that. But if you kill Crow in the last turn, you automatically get it because he's my last character anyway. So go ahead and do the combat, yeah. 1 hit. Jeez.
Oh my god.
A wound.
Let's fail it.
A pass.
Of course you
I think he would have blanked it again anyway.
Oh.
Look at this per turn. Hitting on 2s, rerolling 1s with Crow. And then wounding you on just 4s. 1 Imble. And you're good. And we're still in combat over there. But now you have Assassinate, and you have an option to try to kill Crow. And then you got Assassinate. Overwhelming force would be kill me off objectives, would be kill the Dreadknights. And then if you don't kill the Dreadknights, both Dreadknights, I'm essentially guaranteed 15 VP at the end of the game. So let's play it out. Let's see what the final score is going to be. It's going to be pretty close either way.
Yeah,
and we're going to go into movement for Assassinate and Overwhelming force. Come back in a sec. Assassinate, we have 1 wound Crow. We spent tactical mastery on the 1 wound, or is he undamaged, whatever he is, Knight Master guy. He fell back, he's still able to charge. The Ravenwing Champion Master guy is also over there. Crow's got 1 wound, he survived the entire game on 1 wound.
Crazy.
This guy passes Battle Shock finally. Those guys scoot up to here. They can see and shoot him, might as well. And then one of the guys can shoot him and 2 guys can shoot the sisters. Is Azrael staying in combat? Or is he falling back is the question. And then where's the oath going, I guess?
He'll stay.
He'll stay and oath on hoops.
Oath's still on him.
All right. And then shooting. Can the Knight Master kill Crow and shooting?
Let's see. He's got 3 attacks. Supercharging, of course. 2,
Invols.
His stuff is 5, right?
I'm T4.
He's T4?
Hey, it's just power armor, dude.
What?
Yep.
Yeah. 2 CP.
I'm at
3.
2 CP, 2 invols. He still has a damage blank. He blanks the damage on that one.
Okay. Hazardous.
Yoshi. And then just these guys shooting over here. 1 into red, 2 into sisters.
2 into the guy. Miss. Hits.
A 4.
4. Twin linked.
Invol. Fail. Damage.
3 damage.
Down to 7 wounds left.
Okay, we 2 dudes. Into the sisters. Supercharge, of course.
2.
Sisters.
It's AP3.
4. AP3, yeah.
4 of them. I have, they have 6 up invols either way. So 4, 6 up invols. 3 are dead.
3 hazardous. 1 dies.
You gonna charge over there with trying to kill Crow? Yeah, no more damage blanking. He's in, and then the other guy's in as well. He needs a 1. Boop. And then this guy is just a real son of a bitch.
He's good.
And then
He's chilling. Yeah.
he's chilling. And then, yeah, trying to kill Crow. Can we get that assassinate?
Yeah. He could grenades him, but it's...
You have to fall back to grenades him.
Oh, right. He would have
Yeah.
to fall back. Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
You grenades this one. You want to move and grenades this one?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Just
do that.
Just do that.
You get within 8 and then grenades him. 1 CP.
God.
4s. 4 of them?
How is it?
4s. Yeah,
It's
so
4s?
4.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's down to 3 wounds over here.
Alright. Night Master. Attacking the crow.
Oh!
Brutal.
Invol. Pass.
Gosh.
And then the
knight.
Black Raven. Wait, or is this the
No, this
knight?
is the knight. This is the
Yeah,
knight
yeah.
now. Well, they're both knights, but yeah.
3s. 2 more. 2 invols. You got him.
Oh my
CP
god.
reroll.
Yes, please.
CP reroll.
Let him live. Do it.
Yeah, no, he's dead. He's still dead.
Oh my
Just barely. I love you, buddy. You did a good job, Crow.
Fucking crushed it.
Whoa! Woo! Alright, and then over here, I'll fight first. Final attacks on 3s, re-rolling. I still control it, so re-rolling everything. And then on 2s down to 3s, you do have 2 invols. Fail 1, you do 6 plus 1. You want CP roll that? Go ahead and see.
Yeah.
Last CP.
Oh.
He still takes it. D6 plus 1. How many wounds does he have? 7?
6.
He's got 2 left. Took 4, and then he can fight back. 3.
Yeah, 3. These are 2 devs.
All right, 1. So 2 devs and 2 saves.
Yeah.
Or what?
AP4, yeah.
2 saves, AP4, and 2 devs, or 1? All right, 2 devs.
1 dev, 2 AP4.
1 dev, 2 invols. He fails that. What's the damage piece?
It's 2 damages.
All right, so I will take it to be down to 9. And then, yeah, that is your turn, sir. You did not get overwhelming force. You can keep it unless you want a CP. You might as well just hold on to it. See something crazy happens.
I'm getting more CP.
You get 5 on assassinate, up to 8. We go into my turn. I will go ahead and pick up this Dread Knight just in case we get a secondary that requires him. We draw behind enemy lines, and we draw secure no man's land. Is that Dread Knight battle shocked? When he comes in, he is, which will deny me behind enemy lines. And there's the sister battle shock for fun. No, she is not. She rolled a 10. She's very brave. This guy is going to fall back to here and win me the game.
Nice.
And that is GG, sir.
Nice.
GG's. And so the final score, because of Secure No Man's Land, I'll get 2 points in secondary up to 20. And then I will spike get the last 15. It's so much better going second in this.
As is tradition.
Especially now that we know it's the middle, it's like even better going second. I don't know if I guess they thought that was going to balance it, but so the final score is 47 for all 3 categories versus 38 just secondary. 2 points away from maxing secondary. No challenger card. I got a challenger card at 1 point and 0 on primary. What a game! What a game.
That's
GG,
fun.
sir.
That's
GG.
fun.
And I like that Darkest Head. But how did it feel? How did it feel playing with?
I mean, it's cool. You know, it's nice getting able to use like all the different units. Like that's pretty nice. I feel like I'm still just lacking that anti-tank.
I mean, you did kill 2 Dread Knights, 2 of the 4.
Yeah.
I think it was more so lacking ranged units than anti-tank. I think we need to. liquidate.
That's why, like, I thought the Ballistus would be a good choice
Yeah.
because he's ranged.
I think we liquidate the Judicia squad. They didn't do much. I mean, yeah, they didn't do much. They like finished off a Dread Knight. I don't know. The Lion.
Yeah.
What did the Lion do? Maybe the Lion needs to go. Maybe he's still not great.
He's still cool.
He's still-
I can't not use him.
Well, that was the first run of the.
It was fun.
Was it the Rock Knights? The Knights
The
Rock.
Wrath of the Rock.
The Wrath of the Rock.
I'll keep trying.
We'll keep trying. We'll refine and come back with it. And that's been Drunk Bolter. See you guys next time on Drunk Bolter.
Yeah.